Hey, all right, red bliss are out of the oven. I've got I turned the fillet up a little bit, so they're nicely browned. I'm just kind of loosening them up. I got plenty of butter in there. I could put them back in for another couple minutes. Yeah. No, I'm gonna leave them where they are. Yeah, they're done. All right. Ow! Finally got hot. Don't grab it. I almost grabbed it. Don't grab it. Remember when you did that when you were a kid? That's from Sesame Street, y'all. Happy Valentines. You'll never get it out of your head. I could pop like crazy now with this dysfunction. It's like hell. Popping dysfunction. Ow. It hurts. I'm being lazy with the garlic powder. Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. My dinner. See? Otherwise, right? I'm ready. Good, it's my dinner. I'm alright with it. Oh yeah, that's my filet mignon. Look, it's got this wonderful like sauce that it's cooking in. See? And that's the marinade with the butter. I'm gonna flip it again. And that's the bacon fat also coming off. Look at that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And I still got a little bit more marinade. I can loosen that up. See it? It's kind of stuck. Just bam, here. Bam. Okay, so I'm going to cover it again. And we're going to get that other side to cook. And it's on medium now. And red potatoes are hot. Oh, excuse me. If you knew what was going on behind the camera. All right. Let's check that. Let's shut the door first before I fall into the oven. It's getting bad, man. All right, so it's starting to get. It's still a little soft in the center, so it's not quite done. Thing with lobster is that this is a cold water lobster tail caught off in the South American shores. The 4 ouncer would I guess would be like just a yearling, or maybe it would be like a chicken lobster here, which is a 1/4 pound. Oh, lobster facts, man. So a lobster. Excuse me. Things I know about lobster. Okay. I know if you cut a whole bunch of lobsters in half and you have a pool of their blood, very cold, and you cut a lobster just right, a real big one, and take the heart out while it's still beating and put it into the cold blood, it will continue to beat for at least 3 to 4, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. That sucker will sit there and keep beating. I know that a lobster grows a pound to a pound and a quarter in its first year. That's why it's called the chicken lobster. Each and every year past that, they only grow a 1/4 pound. So if you buy a bigger 2-pound lobster, you're actually eating a 5-year-old lobster. We had a 16-pound lobster at Red Lobster once when I was talking about the giant food disappearing and giant. Well, Red Lobster was #1 for getting it because they were like, man, they had flying tigers on the docks. Them cats. Remember my test thing? Still real rare. I put a little bit more water in this and a little bit more butter. And just let it cook some more. It really didn't need more fat, but what the heck. Alright, so, lobsters. Okay, so the claws on it were this big, right? 16-pound lobster. We used one of the big round oval trays that you carry food out on. We line that with silver and we send it out with like these huge bowls full of melted butter. And then they sent it back because they could get into the tail, but they couldn't get into the claws. So I had to take a big old hammer in the kitchen, dude. I swear, man. And it was old Daryl back there with me, man. And he's holding it because one person couldn't do it. You'd whack it and the thing would jump, right? I'm like, he goes, we gotta do it together. All right, so he's holding it down. He's like holding it like this, and I'm like, you ready? I'm like, you ready? He goes, yeah, I'm ready. And he holds it, and I'm like, bam! I hit that mother, right? Hard. I mean, hard, and it was like this thick, the shell, right? I mean, you had to hit it. So we broke the shells and sent it back out. But that lobster would be 4 times 10, 40. 4 times 6, 24, 64 years old. And they had a lobster, no, 60, is that right? They grow a pound, quarter pound every year. So it'd be 4 times, yeah. I'm lost. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to cooking, that's what I'm good at. But the whole lot, the facts I gave you were the straight facts, and just because I can't do math right today, you guys can forgive me on that, right? Yeah, cooking is cooking. Oh, I can tell you how much this costs. This cost right here, maybe $1, nah, 60 cents. This right here cost about 40 cents. This piece of bacon cost me about 15 cents. The Fillet Mignon, since I cut it down myself, is at about $2 to $3. And our lobster tail is at $4. So we're having a lobster dinner for under $10. 2 to 3 there. Add that up was 70, and that was 40, right? And then we have spice and garnish 5%. I'm not going to do that. About $8 lobster and steak dinner at home. Bacon wrapped. This is how it would be done in a gourmet restaurant. I got to put you down, guys. Okay? I don't like showing you that I'm twitching and all this. I was really unhappy with the fact that, not unhappy, actually, I expected something to go wrong, but just kind of disappointed in my own way. I'm going to let that go for another minute, too. About getting all the way to the doctor and, you know, and having the people with me, the consultant, and we're paying them, right? This isn't inexpensive, right? I'm poor, but there's some people who, you know, Dad, who loves me, and he's like, you know, watching me just fall apart and deteriorate my life and like mega agony all the time. Mega agony! Unless it gets like really numb where everything's gone, but that scares the shit. I'm telling you, dude, when I go into, like, I collapsed the other night, couldn't feel nothing. Something popped out the top of my head. I felt it coming up my spine and went pow! Out the top of my head. And I got up and I was fighting it for a second, and then I went pow! Just and my arms crumpled in, so my muscles all crumpled in and my legs crumpled in, and so I was like straight crumpled, and I couldn't feel nothing, man. I could like, when my mouth gets bad, it's because of a movement forward, and I could use my, like, you know, I could look around. I told my buddy at least I was facing the TV. He laughed. Yeah. I said something else really funny while it was going on. I can't remember. Yeah, look at that. I just, you know what I mean? I try to have a really funny time with it. It helps when somebody's around because then I can tell jokes to somebody. If it's just the cats, you know, and me. But, I mean, it's really getting to the point where it's like, there's a bit of lunacy setting in the old kitchen. Was that a good look for me? Kitchen! That's my signature look. Right? Feel me? Mess around with my shit. And hey man, I'm gonna have to make a new like beginning thing. If you say anything about anything other than that's PG or you write anything wrong on my, I'll just block you. You just be gone, man. And if it's real inappropriate, I'll report you, man. I don't need that on my channel. Children watch my channel, man. One dude put up something of himself, right? And I have kids watch my channel, and he had said he had this small. It was like. It was like. That's so wrong on Valentine's Day. But like, look, I'm asking y'all to respect my page, respect my show, respect the people who watch it, especially if not me. Respect them and respect your community. You know what I mean? I don't come to your doorstep and yell a bunch of wrong stuff. So I'm going to move that over. I'm going to start my saute on my, I'm going to put my oven on broil. I'm going to watch it very closely. I need to put some more water in that pan in there. I can smell it. First that one. And then this one. All right. And then I started my spinach on saute, and we got our melted butter. Voila! All right, and our dinner is on the way. Just check the. All right, good. Tightened up where I want. Alright. I don't need that. But it'd be good stuff. Oh, I'll be sneaky and I'll use a little bit of that juice on the dill. Just a hair of that juice, au jus from the filet. I'm turning this burner off. Smart. Turning a burner off when you're done with it is smart. Alright. So we're setting our plate right now. Remember, this is an $8 steak and lobster dinner at an 8 to a 10 ounce filet. That's about an 8 or a 9 ounce filet beginning 9 or 10, finishing 8 or 9 right now. We're doing a real quick saute with spinach. We're doing a wilting. And the spinach is so cool because that's what happens. You put that much into a pan. And we did add to this. Didn't I add it? Didn't I add it? Because I should have with some white wine. And that's my spinach saute right there. Garlic, salt, pepper, white wine. Simplicity. Simplicity is the essence of excellence, really, in culinary arts. It doesn't have to wow you beyond like a. It doesn't have to look like the tower of. It doesn't have to be the Eiffel Tower, okay? I actually said the right word. That was really cool. I thought I was gonna say Empire State Building. Man, my brain is broke. My brain is broke, man. My brain is broke. All right. At least it knows to get the hot pad before getting the hot things. And the hot things, speaking of hot things, bang! Speaking of hot things, there's our lobster tail. Bada bip boom! Because the oven was on broil. And then We're gonna put this like this. And we're gonna put it on the over here because we want the contrast of the green. All right. Because we got, and then we got the red over here, and the red, I want the red next to the red of the steak. And I want, you know, I want my steak juices to be able to flow into that. So, and this is just such a, I love the red bliss potatoes. I'll bake like this. And it's surprising I don't make them more, but I try to make more varieties of stuff or I get lazy. Is the truth. But tonight, you know, I thought I'd treat us to a great meal. It's Valentine's Day. Next year, we're going to see me after my surgery. Full power, back. Maybe a little honey by my side. We're going to be on the ride, man. Told my little brother, man, we're going to ride motorcycles before we go, all right? That's what I'm talking about. We're going to take our little wheel here like this. Dun, 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 and we're going to put it on our table, on our plate like so. All right? And I could even sprinkle a little paprika on there and make it look really beautiful. All right, Chef Johnny, Ghetto Gourmet. Peace, y'all.